Hi guys, I hope you're well. And I guess I feel like I took a break. I didn't really. It's that I did videos last afternoon of yesterday, and I haven't been watching the news, guys, because I've said before, creates a lot of anxiety, and I've also been posting less on YouTube. I still post every day, pretty much on Patreon, because realize it makes me. Sometimes it can create more anxiety, because then the more you post, sometimes people request more things, and I find that sometimes I get annoyed or whatever, which is a sign that I'm overdoing it anyway, right? So there are a couple of questions I wanted to address today, but before that, and I feel like it's more urgent, I'm getting the sense that it's like I'm almost like don't want to say it because I don't want to sound like messages from the other side, but guys, I'm just getting a sense that spirit wants to communicate. Spirit, I'm here, psychic investigator Rosa, the spirits, they have a message for you. They say, don't care about Orange Monster, he's full of shit. No, but really, guys, I'm getting a sense. I feel like people get scared and everything, so I feel like they want to say something. So that's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to close my eyes, okay? And I'm going to let them, they have a message in a bottle for you, okay? Alright, so okay. So, dear spirits, what would you like to tell the audience? Feel like you feel yourselves are almost anxious to calm us down and everything. So what is the message? Okay, so it's like I know it's like weird. Okay, so tell them this is going to be okay. This is going to seem as though the world is upside down, but it is not. Please tell them to not. Instead of this is important. This is the moment when it's not that you're going to turn off the television or watching the news. It's that you're going to take the time, and everyone needs to do this daily when you wake up or whenever you get a chance. In the morning it's better, they're saying. Imagine the world as you want it to be, in the sense of, like, for example, right, just saying, if you don't want Trump, it's not saying, it's one thing that there's two important points here. The first one, it's that some things are outside of your control and other things you can affect, and the removal of Trump is something that in some ways is outside of your control because it's heavenly ordained, okay? No, right? It's something that can't be stopped. That it's written at the start. No, but really it's meant to be, okay? Because that's what it is. Now they're saying all Trump wants to do is to affect the reality of everyone. He wants to create chaos. He really does. Don't be alarmed, but that's the nature of this person. He vibrates on a very low level. So don't let your universe be disturbed by whatever it is that he does. You have to close your eyes and you have to imagine peace. You have to imagine peace of mind on everyone in law enforcement. You have to trust that law enforcement is doing the work that they need to do, and also they're saying the spirits are really helping in whatever way they can. Okay, trust daily. They're saying, I've said before, my guys, a long time ago did a reading about the light turning off in the White House, and like, Trump, Donald, go away, Donald, leave. So it's kind of like, we do have work to do here. Yeah, we do it all the time. So anyway, so they're saying, guys, it's funny, give me this image of like whenever Trump is in a. Okay. As I was saying, guys, I got interrupted because of something that played on my phone, actually. So anyway, I was just going back here to the whole thing with Trump, and I feel like he entered. If he's in a room, people are they put stuff to like charge phones, the electricity kind of like there's like all kinds of psychic phenomena. Psychic phenomena. So that's it. But anyway, so they're saying, okay, that the best way to meditate is to meditate thinking of the peace and harmony in heaven, in earth as it is in heaven, right? In the sense of peace and love in the most religious sense, right? That love prevails in the end, and that if you feel anxious, just think of the heavenly love and it being on earth. Okay, so that's that. And that fear, like I've said before, they want us to be afraid. Okay. And don't be afraid. And I've said it's interesting because I even got there's some people who masquerade comments as friendly, and one person's like, oh no, but you tell people how scary it's gonna be, how they're gonna. No, they're not. Okay, that's just like the trolls want fear. And one of the things that was discussed about Trump's book Fear, I saw in the press, was that he said that power is about fear, creating fear. So that's exactly what the devil, right, wants us to believe, but that's not true. Okay. So, right, in the sense that Trump is all about making people afraid. So don't be afraid, like I said, okay? But let me go back here. So heaven on earth, it's saying, okay, this is the time when you can affect this, but first he's going to be removed, and by being removed, we mean he's not going to be in his job anymore because there are too many negative forces. There's a lot of good people working behind the scenes. Don't be afraid. Don't let your anxiety and your ego anxiety take over. Trust that it's coming. It's going to happen. Okay. And like I said, essentially, guys, yes, I was going to say, and then I'm going to close my eyes again and sort of speak with my eyes closed, is that they say basically that when this starts to really emerge, there's going to be the appearance of chaos. But this has been in the works for a long time. So when it's inevitable, because these people want to own something they're not entitled to, right? They're criminals basically, and law is coming for them. So, but it feels like an eruption in some way, but it's not. It's been in the works. It's just that Mueller has been very quiet, and don't get saying in some ways it's also warning again, don't be too excited and don't be anxious either. Okay, so because there's going to be things that are going to come out there are going to depress a lot of people, but don't, like I said, they said that the best thing they can do is to maintain stability, emotional stability, and no fear. Okay, so when you think of fear, pray for others in need, pray for the people who are under a lot of stress because of the hurricanes. Okay, pray for people in Puerto Rico, pray for the children, pray for everyone. If you feel the stress, forget about yourself. Okay, quote unquote. So, okay, so that's that. It's just saying that eruption is coming. It appears to be scary. It's not. And don't let anything that Trump says or does scare you, because he's a rat. Okay, he's a rat in a position that he should have never been with in the first place, and he knows it. He knows at night. He knows it. Okay, so that's that. Okay, anything else? What will emerge is something much better. Don't let chaos fool you. Like chaos is saying, in some ways, the chaos wants us to be fooled, to be confused. Don't be confused. Go back to justice being done, justice from heaven and earth. Okay, and a question that I even have for spirits is, how can we keep calm when we know there's so much wrong that is being done, and when we know that we're close to the elections? What attitude should we have when we should fight but also be calm at the same time? Okay, I understand what you're saying. But it's time in some ways to modulate your attitude, in the sense that it's not about fight. It's like when you use your words and use your mind, and I don't say control your mind, but deal with anxiety. It's saying, remember that it's about the world in peace and balance. So instead of saying this is wrong, you say balance is here and balance is coming, and we don't need to scream about balance, because balance, it's what has always been. So instead of saying this man is horrible, this is wrong, just saying peace is established in the world, harmony and justice. And anyone who fights that is fighting against natural order, and they will be defeated. So for example, the way to argue is saying, someone say, oh, but this is wrong, or there's, like I say, for example, how people say, oh, look, they're trying to take down President, they're trying. You say there's, all that's happening is a return to order, to heavenly order. And truth must emerge at all times. There's nothing to fear. The only thing to fear is the obscuring of truth. And that's what they're trying to do. So don't be scared. Don't be worried. It's going to be okay. Okay, guys. So that's it. Actually, this was a pretty short message, and I feel like kind of like almost wanted to almost overextended. But anyway, it's fine, guys. Okay? Don't be worried. It's going to be okay. All right. Bye.